Okay, we're going to get started. Well, good evening, everyone. My name is Jim Elser. I'm the director of the Flathead Lake Biological Station. It's my pleasure to welcome you here tonight to Science on Tap, Flathead. It's great to see that even the bad weather and the impending winter does not keep the heart of the Flathead away from Science on Tap, so thanks all for coming. It's great to see you all here. So as you know, this event is just meant to be an informal occasion for everyone who's curious about the world around them to come together to talk about a given topic, and tonight our topic is owls. And we're really lucky to have one of the world's experts on owls with us tonight. So as you know, Sean and Hillary Devlin are usually the hosts of this event, and they're off to have some business to do tonight. So myself and Greg from the Flathead Lakers are going to be the MC. So remember that this is sort of a little bit of a fundraiser for both the Lakers and the biostation. So every pint that you are able to enjoy a wonderful beer here tonight brings $1 to the Flathead Lakers and the biostation. So please enjoy responsibly but freely. I just want to thank you all for being here, and I'm going to turn over to Greg, who will introduce today's speaker.
Thank you, Jim. I'm Greg McCormick. I'm the president of the Flathead Lakers. A couple of things I'd just like to, even though Greg Johnson and Sandy Johnson, the owners of this fine establishment, aren't visible, this would be impossible without their generosity. So continue to support this establishment. One other quick thing before I introduce our speaker tonight. This is a little political, and I love that. There's a bridge over here going out to Dockstader Island that a judge in Kalispell last week decided that it needed to come back out. And so Dave Hatton, the president of CANSAC, is sitting right here, and there are a few other people around, and it's a wonderful thing. It's a wonderful thing. So David, thank you for all your work. Don Murray, the counselor, the lawyer that has been, I hate to think how many hours he's invested in this thing, but it's a great thing. Anyway.
Dance at the Marina Cay on Friday night.
Victory Dance, Marina Cay, Friday night. What time?
6 to 10 p.m.
6 to 10. Be there.
Bad
Larry's. Denver Holt is the founder and director of the Owl Research Institute down in Charlo, also the Ninepipes Nature something or other. He's been doing owl research for over 25 years. The Owl Research Institute is a 501c3, always looking for supporters. Information at owlinstitute.org, I think. And with that, I'm just going to hand the mic to Denver Holt, our speaker tonight. Thanks.
All right, I'm not going to use the mic. Please.
Yeah.
Speak loud.
Please use it.
Use the mic? Yes. I don't know if I'll be able to. Alright, this will be hard. I need a walkie mic, you know. Alright, I'm going to try to do this. Yeah, thanks. 35 years. Anyway, working on owls. Geez, I didn't know I knew so many people. So I got an email when they asked me to do this. I just got to tell you, this is kind of funny. The email said, we have this kind of informal Science on Tap thing, and we'd like you to come up and talk a little bit about owls. And it said, please do not bring graphs, tables, or any technical information, just pictures and a sense of humor. So I thought that was neat. So it's going to be more fun. And I like I said, I see a lot of people. This guy back here, going a little bald now as he gets older, Bill Norton. Him and I started out together at the University of Montana. Gosh, I don't know, late 70s, early 80s, and he actually gave me my first owl pellet. And I thought it was whooo. And I said, I'm not touching that. I was from Boston. I'm like, I'm not touching that. And now I've done tens of thousands of pellets and things like that. But really got me doing that. I am from Boston. I lived here a long time. I'm a little more redneck now. But if you don't understand what I say, put an R in there and you'll figure it out. So what I'm going to do, I'm not comfortable with this mic yet. I'm just going to tell you a little bit about Montana owls. And, just a little natural history about them, how to find them, what they sound like, how to identify them. And hopefully it'll be fun. And we'll just go from there. So I do two things. One is I study owls. I've been doing that, again, since Bill and I in the late 70s. And the other thing that I do is I guide nature tours. And so I get to go, many places around the world. I just did a trip in Spitsbergen on polar bears on the National Geographic ship. Then I was in Bali. Now next week I'm in Texas and all that stuff. So those are the two things I do, but owls is where we got our name. So anyway, owls, here we go. All right, who are they? So anyway, just to briefly kind of give you a little overview here. Can you see this even? No. All right, so much for that. All right, just a little overview. There's about 250 species of owls in the world. All right, in North America, excluding Mexico, let's just say Canada, United States, is about 20 species of owls. And then we break it down to Montana. And in Montana, more species of owls breed in the state of Montana than any other state. All right, so we have 14 species that breed here, and the 15th species is a migrant, which is a snowy owl, which comes down here in the wintertime. I didn't know that when I ended up settling in Montana. And I also didn't know when I was in England driving through the countryside there was a little village called Holt. And we went into the village to check it out. There were stuffed owls and for sale in all these little shops. And we inquired about it, and Holt, England, the town emblem is an owl. So I must have been, I must be starting off again. So anyway, now here's what I want to do. Okay, how do you find owls, all right? You probably, whether you're fishermen or whatever you are, hikers, hunters, nature enthusiasts, etc. How do you find them? Generally, they're in inconspicuous locations, and this thing doesn't work on that, so it's up there. You can see the owl, right? Yeah. All right, but I want you to kind of get this in mind first. Is by day, most species of owls are in inconspicuous locations. So they're kind of hard to find, but if you know a little bit about biology, a little about vocalizations, most of them hoot, whistle, etc. And we'll do a little vocalization so you can get used to that. All right, but finding them is difficult, knowing their biology, knowing their vocalizations, even off your back porch or going for a hike or whatever, you might hear some owls. All right, inconspicuous locations. Okay, I can't see this, so it's tough from this angle. But you can see in the middle, there's a little one up in there, about as big as my hand, all right? So you got inconspicuous locations, and then you've got plumage coloration and plumage patterning. These are the photos I like the best of owls. I like these pictures where you can't see them. My friends who are photographers like them where you can see them. I like them where you can't see them. So inconspicuous locations, and plumage coloration and patterning. So this whole thing is to render them a little more inconspicuous. Can you see that? If you know a little bit about vocalizations. All right, now this one here, this is a solid owl. I'll just do this for you just to move it along. All right, this one kind of sounds like this, all right? That's its main attraction call. And so what I'm trying to get to the point is a northern saw-whet owl. Saw-whet, yeah. All right. So that's what I'm trying to get. So you got inconspicuous locations, you got plumage coloration and patterning, and then we'll add a few more things here. The point is, it's difficult to find owls. Unless you know, again, a little bit about the biology, a little bit about the breeding season, and whether they're hooters or tooters or whistlers. The way I always like to say, the big ones hoot and the little ones toot and whistle. So the kids like that, there's hooters and tooters in the owl business, right? And again, knowing a little bit about vocalization. So you're out on your porch at night, and maybe you hear, that would be the eastern screech owl, which occurs in Montana, but only east of the divide. So that's what I want to kind of get you set up. This whole few slides is to set you up on how do you find them, You find them by knowing a little bit about biology, a little bit about distribution, and whether they're hooters or tooters or whistlers. All right, so now you've got inconspicuous locations, you've got camouflage, coloration, and patterning, and then they have a few behaviors. Let's say you're lucky enough to stumble on the owl sitting up here and you're hiking down the trail and the owl's up there. Well, the owl's going to first look at you, hope to pass on by, but if you stumble or you stop or whatever, maybe you spot the owl, then it'll change and might put up its ear tufts. Again, do we have something I can point with? Yeah, a stick would be good. But anyway, you can see that owl in the middle. You see its tufts are going up now, right? And so it's going into its camouflage behaviors. Again, inconspicuous locations, coloration, and foolish patterning, and then behaviors. If you get so lucky, you might get close to one. You can't see these, can you?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I've got it. Yeah, but if you look down the middle,
There we go.
all right, now look right here. So here you go. Here's right down. Here's the tree. On the left-hand side, here's the owl. You've got its tuft, its little yellow eye, its bill, its body, and on the right-hand side, the trunk of the tree. All right. But if you knew that this is the owl, the big hooter, this goes. Then you would know you have the great horned owl. Again, get used to that. Hooters and tooters. Big ones tend to hoot, little ones tend to toot. Right? And that's how we find them. So now you've got inconspicuous locations, coloration and patterning, and behavior. You stumbled on the owl, and now it's going to take on these behaviors to render itself a little more conspicuous. I got a lot of stuff to hold. Okay. Not all owl species are in trees. There's some on the ground. And again, if you can see this one here, you can see the short-eared owl sitting on the ground right here. The female, she's got a little tufts up. She's on a nest. Her eyes and her bill. And there's a little nest right here. And she's sitting there watching the potential threat, which tends to be the researchers most of the time, and watching the threat pass on by. But if you knew a little bit about short-eared owls, hoot and sky dance, and we'll get to that a little bit later, then you would know, in grasslands, a little about habitat, then you would know how to go in and maybe get lucky and find them on your own. All right. The idea of drinking beer and doing this is okay because I can do anything. What's the vocalization of the short-eared? I'm going to save that one because it's really cool to save it for the species of kind. Okay. All right, so not all owls, are roosting individually. Do we need the lights on, right? All right. Yeah, we're going to provide several things. So not all owls, are out there by themselves too. There's a few species in the world which come together in the migrating season. Can you shut those lights? Good, thanks. And they come together in the non-breeding season and form communal roosts. And the long-eared owl is one of those groups. And if you look here, there's one here, one there, one there. And you can see them. And these are common ones in the valley. It's called the long-eared owl. And I'll do the vocalization afterwards on this guy as well. Can you see him? Yeah. I gave this program last week with the same slides, and there's two more here at that time. What happened? Right. So anyway, again, learning a little bit about the biology, learning a little bit about the hooting and tooting, the behavior, and then maybe you can find some owls on your own. How are we doing there, you guys? Okay, all right. I'm getting hot. Okay, all right. So the breeding season kind of changes everything. Now, whether you're on your back porch, let's say you're all sitting on your back porch having a drink in the evening, and you hear the hooter or the tooter or whatever it is. If you hear it consistently in that area, there's a strong probability that maybe there's going to be nests in that area, depending on if it's a stick nest or a cavity nester. It's the same old story in the owl world as it is in most worlds. Males trying to attract females for reproductive reasons. And so these male owls are basically the big hooters and tooters, and they're trying to get females to come to certain areas to nest. And so if they're successful in nesting, it'll centrally locate them for a period of time. Now it could be, depending on the species, 2 to 3 to 4 months. And in this case here's the female long-eared owl sitting on the nest. The male has attracted her, he's gone. And that's his main attraction call for the female. Now females, they don't give it up that easy. You've gotta come through. And so what they do, males have to provide females with nuptial gifts. In the case of the Wyandotte owls, if you've got a lot of voles or a lot of mice, chances are that she's going to breed with you. If you're a lousy male, chances are she's going to go and find a different one. So let's just say it happens. Then the breeding season commences and we're able to monitor, the life of these owls for a certain period of time. All right. Whew. And again, get a sip of beer here. This is a good idea. Yeah, I'm not really a beer drinker, but I'll suffer. Okay, so now I'm going to take you through, and we're going to talk about the 14 species of owls that breed in Montana, and the one species, the snow owl, that is just a winter visitor. And just a little bit about them here, and keep it short and sweet. For identification purposes, there's a few things just to keep in mind will help you identify Montana owls. And one thing to remember, a couple things. If they're round-headed, or they have tufts on the top of their head, the color of the eyes, and the color of the bill. If you can remember that, you can identify all the species of owls in Montana. All right, so tufts are round-headed, color of the eyes, color of the bill. All right, now we'll just start here. Come on in, grab a wall somewhere if you want. So we're just going to start here with the barn owl. All right, there's an owl in there too, so it's called the barn owl. Not a very common owl in Montana. We won't get too far into each species. But what I want you to remember here now is kind of round-headed, dark eyes, and a white. All right, and you can add other things in. It's kind of white in its plumage. It's got a heart-shaped facial disc, etc. And as I told you earlier, most are hooters and tooters and whistlers and all that, but there's always exceptions. And the barn owl doesn't hoot or toot or whistle. It kind of screams. It goes, shh, 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 shh. And we know in my barn down here in the Mission Valley, when we hear that in the evening, then we go check the barn and see if we can find owls, and occasionally we do. The barn owls passing through here. It's a rather uncommon owl in the state. A little more common in the Mission Valley and in the Flathead Valley, but other than that, difficult to find. But remember, right, tufted or round-headed, color of the eyes, color of the bill, this is the barn owl. Again, I can't see these, it's terrible to me. But first thing you notice here now is it got little tufts on the top of its head, right? You see those little tufts up there? The color of the eyes and color of the bill. Alright, this owl here is about as big as my hand, weighs as much as a kitchen butter knife. It's called a flame-related owl. See if I can do this. Alright. And again, males sitting in a cavity. So if you're a little owl, you nest in a woodpecker hole, a natural hole in a tree, or a nest box. And so these males are sitting in the cavity, near the cavity, trying to attract females by the vocalizations. She's going to come, she's going to spec. If he gives her a good insect or something like that, maybe he gets lucky. If he doesn't provide a good insect, then maybe she moves on to the next male. All right, so that's the flame-related owl, but remember, tufts, dark eyes, and a grayish bill, about as big as your hand. Some of these are migratory species, some of these are resident species, but I just have a short period of time here, so I'm not going to get too far into it. Yes?
Can you say its name more slowly?
Can I say its name more slowly? I have a lot of mitochondria, the powerhouse, and so I have a lot of energy here. I don't know if I can slow down for it here. Flammulated. Maybe I need a Western accent. Flammulated. Yeah, you can read it right there, actually. That might help. Flammulated owl, because it's got little patches on the side here that look like flames. It's kind of rusty colored. That's where it gets its name, flammulated owl. Okay, now, okay, next one here, all right? You go east of the divide now. So we have two species of screech owls in the state. This one is called the eastern screech owl. It only occurs east of the divide. Then we have the western screech owl, which is on both sides of the divide, but not very far to the east. So, again, if it's about as big as my hand, what do you think? Hooter or tooter?
Tooter.
Tooter, yeah, and it's something like this. I guess I have to do things in the mic because there weren't here in there. All right. All right. Took care of that. That's the eastern screech owl. But again, tufts color the eyes, color the bill. All right, so you've got this thing here. You got little tufts here. You can't see the yellowish eyes and kind of the white-green bill. The eastern screech owl. Then, however, if you come west of the divide, you get the western screech owl. All right, and this one here has got tufts, yellow eyes, and kind of a blackish bill. A little larger than the eastern screech owl. We used to think, when early naturalists were cataloging the species across, the United States, for example, that all these owls looked alike, must be the same species. We now know that in owls, voices are totally inherited. So they don't work like little passerine birds do, like buntings, for example. You're fully inherited. So if it sounds different in the owl world, even if it looks exactly alike, it is a different species. And that's now backed up by molecular data. So the western screech owl, even though it may look like the eastern screech owl, sounds like this. Oh yeah. And this is the one that you would find down along the cottonwood bottoms when you're doing whatever you're doing with cottonwood bottoms. All right, and it's a cavity nester. Remember I said that earlier. And the big ones, will be platform nesters. The little ones will be cavities where the woodpecker holes are the natural sites. So don't cut all those snags down in your backyard or out in the woods because they're good not only for owls, but for a number of other species of animals. Okay, we're moving up in size now a little bit. But same thing applies here, okay? So you got tufts, yellow eyes, and a black bill, okay? And now you've got one about this big. So hooter and tooter. Hooter, right. So again, for the most part, this works pretty good. The big ones tend to hoot, the little ones tend to, with exception. So this is the long-eared owl. This is one of the species we have a really detailed study on, probably the most detailed study, certainly in North America, maybe in the world, and much of it is here in Western Montana. Sounds like this. Now, to me, I guess if I was a girl, I'd rather hear. Nonetheless, they're breeding out there, so they must do okay. But that's a long-eared owl main attraction, and that's one of those species here, the long-eared owl, that how we all hate voles and they get in your yard and they hurt in your trees and all that stuff. This is one of those species that almost everything it eats is voles. So the vole populations are high, long-eared owl numbers are high. The vole populations are low, long-eared owl numbers are low. They kind of move out of the area. Not totally, but nonetheless a lot of them. Okay, how you guys doing? You getting the gist of this here? Yeah. Identification. That's what it is, basically ID. Yes?
Sorry, could you repeat that? Which populations?
Can I repeat that? Which populations? The long-eared owl is tied into voles. Those little small mammals. Voles that are in your yard that you hate. Okay. And when their numbers are up, the owl's numbers are up. Almost everything they eat is voles. Yes, yeah.
They're the owl's territory. Do they have their own distinct areas, or do they cross over one species?
Territories in the owls, do they have their own distinct areas that cross over? In most of the resident species, they kind of have territories. There's a little bit of overlap, but the more nomadic species, you might see a little bit more overlap, particularly in the nesting side, because they kind of aggregate where food is abundant, and then they'll move on when food isn't. But the resident species like great horns, yeah, they have territories, but there's always a little overlap and a little challenging things going on. Okay, same thing here as the long-eared now. The color, you got tufts, just like the long-eared, yellow eyes, and a black bill. But this is a really big owl, and this owl has a white throat. This is a great horned owl. And so when they're hooting back and forth, the males are trying to attract females, they puff out that white throat. We think that might have something to do with either male-male competition or sexual selection, because the owls are puffing this out when they're hooting. It's that big. And when we're trying to locate nests, when we're doing our surveys, we do know in this species in particular that males have a deeper voice than females. And so if we hear a pair talking back and forth, we hear. And we say, oh, male's over here, female's over there, and then we want to find a nest, so we'll concentrate on where the female vocalization is coming from, and then we'll look for the nest. Along with other little tricks that we have. All right, and the great hood owl is that big, powerful owl. Everyone tells me the owl ate my cat. We've done thousands and thousands and thousands of pellet analysis. We've never found any indication of a cat. Not that I don't think that an owl couldn't get a kitten from time to time. If your cat disappears, unless you have photo documentation, it's probably a coyote or a fox or something else. All right, end of that. Okay. Okay, now, what do you notice right away?
Round heads, no tops.
Round head, I heard. All right, yeah, no chops, okay. And that's how I kind of broke it up for this. So, again, now we're moving to the small, we'll start small, round-headed owls and tufted owls. Now we're in the round-headed ones. And again, rounded head, color of the eyes, color of the bill. About, again, big as my hand here. The northern pygmy owl weighs as much as a kitchen butter knife, just like a fine-legged owl. So you're talking 60 grams is really calculated, 2 ounces. Okay. He's my mathematician there. Yeah. So anyway, so a really, really, really small little owl. And I think, gram for gram, ounce for ounce, this is the baddest owl out there. I mean, this thing, it looks angry. You know, I mean, it just kills everything, man. This is the owl that you're bird feeding. In the wintertime, if you feed birds, this is a diurnal hunter. It comes out of the mountains in the wintertime, moves down into the cities and towns, and finds bird feeders. And so if you're feeding chickadees and not having the goldfinches and all that, the owl comes in and he knocks them. And he eats a lot of birds, or this species eats a lot of birds. But you have to realize, too, you're still feeding birds, so it's not a big deal, right? And so that's the northern pygmy owl. And I used to get phone calls, especially in Missoula, and I would be, oh, there's a goddamn little owl out there, and he's eating all my chickadees. I hate it. I'm going to shoot the thing, you know? And I said, it's all right. You're still feeding birds. It's okay. But that's the northern pygmy owl, and birds are a big part of its diet. They're really, really wide feet. It's almost like an exhibit of hawk in that respect. Okay, how are we doing? You guys can hear me? Yeah. You doing all right? All right. I didn't think I was going to work up a sweat here.
Take your shirt off. You got 2 layers.
Take my shirt off. You don't know the one I have underneath. You don't know what's on it. Okay. All right, so same thing. Round head, color of the eyes, color of the bill. Now remember the pygmy owl had a round head, yellow eyes, yellow bill. This is the northern saw-whet owl. It's got a round head, yellow eyes, and a black bill. So now you can start to see how this works. So if you piece it together, you can identify, again, all the species in Montana, most species in the United States, a little difficult sometimes with the screech owls. This is the saw. This is the one we get the most phone calls for. Every year, someone calls up. It says, there's something outside my window, and it keeps making this noise. It sounds like a truck backing up, one of those big pieces of heavy equipment. And it's this once again. Again, male trying to attract female to little cavities. And again, if he's a good hunter, he might get her. If he's not, she may move on. But that's what goes on. I go, when are they going to stop? When are they start to breed? When are they going to breed? I go, throw some mice out there. Help it along. And this is a very highly migratory species, the saw-whet owl. Again, a little bit bigger than my hand or so. We have a project right now. The guys are in Missoula trapping. They'll start at night. We'll play that call that I just gave for you. And as the owls migrate, very highly migratory, they'll hear that call and they'll come in and they'll fly into our nets and trap and all that stuff. And that's a big project going in Missoula for it's like our 7th or 8th year now. And we, some years you catch 400 or 500 between September and November. Okay, this one here. Excuse me. All right, so round head, yellowish eyes, but a whitish bill. All right, we just did the saw-whet. Round head, yellowish eyes, black bill. This is a cousin to the saw-whet owl. This is the border. This is kind of cool in some respects here. If you're into the ecotourism world like I am, and the bird watching world, people pay a hell of a lot of money for someone like me to take them out to see one of the owls because they're trying to get, fill their list and things like that. And we're very successful. A lot of people come from all over the United States to come to Montana on our owl workshop. But this is one that people want. There's a couple species that are highly sought after. This is the boreal. We didn't even know they nested in Montana. It's until we started doing surveys in the 1980s. And except we had to use snowmobiles to access the high country, and we didn't find it below 5,000 or 6,000 feet. And so when we did our surveys, there was still 5 or 6 feet of snow on the ground. And we were up there doing surveys, and then we heard there, I have to admit, there's something kind of cool about it. You're freezing your butt off, you're 15 miles from the road, you're on snowmobiles, you shut things down, there's nothing to do but look at constellations, which we all learned pretty well, and count satellites, and then you hear, that was pretty neat. Now, I have to admit, we had a lot of doing that, and we found the first nests in Montana some years ago, and now we're finding it to be a little more common, but in areas where people don't want to go in the wintertime, which is high elevated spruce fir forest. Most of these species, by the way, eat small mammals supplemented by birds, but then unlike your flaminate owl that eats primarily insects, the female that eats half birds, half mammals. Okay, this is another one of those species where people travel from all over the United States and they'll come. We discovered a population breeding in Glacier National Park. They appear to be tied into forest fires, which is kind of interesting. And when the fires burned through in the mid-90s, all of a sudden these hawk owls, or northern hawk owls, showed up. Right? More of a diurnal species, almost like a big owl. Well, you can't see this thing anyway. And so round head, yellow eyes, yellow bill, but look at that tail. Very distinctive tail. So that's kind of where it gets its name, the hawk owl. Kind of looks like a hawk, but it's really an owl. So it's one of those species, it's kind of got a trill, it's a whistler, but a fast whistler. And the way we found in Glacier Park, it's not an easy place to work. You can't take snowmobiles, you can't do a lot of things you can in the National Forest. And so I handed it over to the younger kids on that one. We cross-country skiing, we snowshoeing, hiked, and we lived in little cabins back in the woods, miles from anywhere, during the winter time, surveying these species and found we have one of the best data sets in all of the United States and Canada. And we'll get ready to push that. But that's a northern hawk owl, and that's another species that everybody comes to, and they'll pay, I mean, I don't mean it's all about money, but they'll pay lots of money just for you to show them one of those, and then walk away and fly home. Okay. How are we doing? You can hear me still? Okay. All right, so what do you notice right away, or do you? Round head, what else? Keep going.
On the ground.
On the ground, yeah, on the ground, long legs.
It's a burrowing owl.
This is the burrowing owl, someone said, absolutely. And so this is kind of neat. We don't have them in the valley. They're mostly associated with prairie dog towns, but sometimes they'll be associated with badger holes and foxholes and things of that sort, but mostly prairie dog towns. It's got kind of cool noise. And it has another call, which I've never heard, I've only read about. Supposedly, because they live in burrows, and they're susceptible to foxes and badgers and who knows what else, ferrets running down in there and eating their chicks or eating their eggs, etc. They supposedly have developed this call that's supposed to sound like a rattlesnake. So let's say you're a fox, you come to this hole, and you sniff around, and you think, there's a meal down there. You stick your head in, and you think, maybe I'll go in that hole. You know? Supposedly that's how it works. I don't know if it's true, but it's a good story anyway. You know? And so I thought I'd have to share it with you. And we've done pellet analysis and all that stuff. So burrowing owls, again, round head, yellow eyes, kind of a yellow-green bill, but just like the hawk owl's distinctive tail, it's got the distinctive long legs for walking around. Very, very bipedal terrestrial species. Okay, this one here. All right, and we put this with the round-headed owls. This is the short-headed owl. It's got little tufts that it puts up from time to time right in the middle of the head here. There's no doubt these are for camouflage, and females seem to do it more than males, particularly when they're nesting. All right, so I'm kind of a big owl. What do you think? Hooter or tooter? Hooter. Hooter, right. And so this one here, like many open country species of birds, The males, when they're trying to attract females, they don't really hoot for them, but they dance for them. All right? It's kind of neat. We call it sky dancing, and a person can go down the Mission Valley in April and watch a short owls in the tall grasslands flying around up in the air trying to attract their mates. It's like this. All right, I'm a male short-eared owl, okay? And I'm flying. All right, I'm going to gain some altitude here. If there's an owl that is identified as flying like a moth, it definitely is a short-eared owl. Big broad wings and it flaps and just... Well, they get up to a desired height, and then they do a real exaggerated wing beat. It's almost as if they want to show something off underneath here, which they have these black patches. Can't tell you if it's true, but it's something needs to be investigated. And so they're flying around. They're skirmishing with each other, and they're flying around, getting territorial, but they're all trying to get females. That's the whole key. And so they're trying to get these females. Now, females could be on the ground. Most of the time they are. Males are fighting. Then a male will set. Okay? He'll set on extended wings. He'll either hang in the wind or he'll drift forward. And when he drifts or hangs, he'll do his hooting. Then he'll dive. And when he dives, he'll bring the wings under the trunk of the body and he'll flap them together. It's like this. Okay, I'm up there. 500, 600. Way up there. I have to show this female that I got what it takes. So, I'm going to stop. I dive, I bring my wings under the body. Come back up. I dive. Come back up. Now, if he's a good male, he's got some food for her, all right? And he'll come down, she'll follow, sometimes she'll fall, a lot of times she'll just be on the ground, he'll jump on it, he'll do this, and that will be the mating thing, okay? So we concentrate our efforts when we see that in order to locate nests. I know. I couldn't fly with this thing. And so that's what they'll do for mating. And again, if he's a good male, then she'll mate with him, etc. and all that stuff there. Right? So that's a short-eared owl, round-head, yellow eyes, black bill, open country species of owl, employs sky dancing as well as hooting. And I want you to know, when I was younger, watching these things, once I learned that dancing was that successful, I learned to dance in the bars.
So is he bringing this food with him?
Is he bringing the food? No, generally he's not. He's got a cache somewhere. The question was, does he have the food with him? And no, he doesn't. He usually has a cache somewhere. Yes?
When you slapped your legs, is the owl, what's the corresponding sound of the
Okay, I slap my legs, yeah. No, we really don't know what it looks like. We filmed it, and we've also used a parabolic mic to record the intervals of the slapping. And what it appears, all right, hold on back there. Okay, yeah. What it appears is that when the male comes through, he brings his wings down like this. We really don't know, when we videoed it, if he's slapping them together really quickly, or if the velocity of the dive is creating a fluttering noise here, producing sound. But when we put it on spectrography, I mean, it's just perfect intervals right in between. It's pretty cool. So, yeah, that's something that could be investigated if you want to investigate that. But nonetheless, it's a really cool thing to see, and it's right here in western Montana, down in the Mission Valley. All you want to do is drive around and find grasses that are about knee-deep during April and May and watch these little big moths flying around. All right.
Do you lead owl trips then?
Excuse me?
Do you lead owl trips?
Do I lead owl trips? Absolutely. We've been doing it since the mid-90s, and we teach really cool workshops here in western Montana. I am not going to stick to this species, but I'm going to tell you, this is a spotted owl. They have never been recorded in Montana, and so if anyone tells you they saw spotted owls, you can tell them they're wrong. Okay, but this is what we do see. This is the barred owl. Probably moved across Canada through the north of the prairies, dropped into Glacier Park in the mid-20s and say, and this is the one, this is actually kind of cool. This is the one that described the vocalization. What do you think, hooter or tooter?
Hooter.
Hooter, all right, hooter. Round head, dark eyes, yellow bill. But this is the one that describes who cooks for you, who cooks for you all. And I I got a very, very vocal owl. And I have to tell you, I've got to digress for a sec here. We were working in Missoula, and we're kind of in the neighborhoods here. We had a barn owl, we had trapped it, and we were abandoning it and measuring it. And we're there, and all of a sudden it started going, oh, oh, oh. And all of a sudden lights were coming out of the houses. Are you okay out there? Should we call the police? And we're like, oh, we gotta get the hell out of here, you know? So we danced it, let it go, and took off. So that's the barn owl, a newcomer to Montana. I know, right? Okay, yeah, barn. There's 2 R's in there. Just in case you need to know, barn owl. All right, now we're upscale a little bit, related to the barn owl. The same methods work. Rounded head, yellow eyes, thick yellow bill, okay. And this is one of the most highly sought after species. This is a great big owl, really long from head to tail. This is the great gray owl. Another species that breeds here in western Montana. All these species breed in Montana, although they can be difficult to find. Hooter or tutor? Where do you think it nests? Probably platform nests. I should go on a little bit more. Platform nests that can't fit in cavities. Or the busted top of a big snag. If it breaks off, they drop right down. And not all the way down the chimney like the barn owl, but just right on the top of a big old snag. So the great gray's vocalizations like this. The same as. It's such a big owl, it eats again, like most of the species, just small mammals. Right? And it's a fairly common owl, but really, really hard to find. And that's when you just have to develop these survey techniques, etc. Okay, so now we have the 14 species that breed in Montana. Then in the wintertime, as many of you know, particularly here in Polson, every once in a while we get these eruption migrations. The snowy owls have a good breeding here in the north. There's lots of young, and they migrate south. And sometimes they end up right here in western Montana, and the Polson area seems to be the best spots to find them. I can usually find 1 or 2 every year. About a few years ago, you know, we had 25, 30. Before that, 45, 50 owls in the Flathead Valley, and over in the Polson, the Mission Valley, and all that stuff. All right, this is the only species that's what we call distinctly sexually dimorphic in color. All right, females are white with barring. Males tend to be all white as they get older and more mature. All right, what'd you think of hooter or tutor? It's a hooter. Ooh, 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 and then they bark at you if you're on a nest. And they turn the rock in the head and all that stuff. And they're the ones that are so tied into lemmings. When lemming populations decrease, then the owls either may or may not breed. It kind of depends where they are. They may move to different areas or vacate one area to move to another area to find lemmings. But when we have those big eruptions where there's owls all over the place, some people, myself included, argue it's the biggest wildlife viewing event in the nation every time it occurs. As those owls push south into southern Canada and the United States, more people go out and look at the owls and non-wildlife related people. It's just like a cool thing to do than any other animal that we know of. Millions of people go out and look at these owls when they occur, as is witnessed here in Polson, you know. All right, so that's the female snowy owl. And this is the male. Adult males usually take, who knows, 4 or 5 or more years before they reach this white plumage. They also migrate south. Again, ooh, ooh, and they come and whack you, yes.
About 10 years ago, I was living in Southern California in the high desert, and there was a snow owl out there.
Okay, 10 years ago in Southern California, you saw a snowy owl, which is actually a very good record. I think there's only a few records in California of snowy owls. So, yeah, it seems like a good record. Yeah, they do get lost. I mean, one ended up in Hawaii, one ended up in Bahamas within the last few years. All right, and then again, this is what, you know, tied into lemming. So, the thing to remember, all right? Don't be afraid to hoot and toot and investigate areas where you might see evidence. Thank you very much. If there's questions, I'll try to. Yeah, right. Oh, you're
Talk a little bit about the relation between crows and owls. Do you see crows, going after owls?
Okay, the question was, what's the relationship between crows and owls? Because people frequent crows going after owls. Yeah, you know, it's hard to say how it all started, but they probably view it as a threat. And I'm sure the owls kill their children and eat them, and the crows hate them. And back in New England, where I grew up in the Boston area, out in the farm country, they used to use mounted owls to draw in crows. The crow hunters would do that, and they'd draw the crows and they'd shoot the crows. So yeah, there is a kind of a relationship there. And whenever the crows see an owl, they just mob it and mob it and mob it, and it's called mobbing. And it's like the smaller birds with the pygmy owls. If they kill and eat you, then that species tends to mob you more vigorously. So the pygmy owl, same thing happens to the pygmy owl in the wintertime. All these little birds mob them if they see them, try to drive them off as the crows. So yeah, something like that is going on. I can't tell you definitively, but that's just what I think.
Two questions. When you go through Ninepipes at night, you see a lot of owls on the roads. What species are they?
All right, two questions. The first one, when you go through Ninepipes at night, you see a lot of owls on the road. It depends. If you're on the highway, 93, and they're sitting on top of poles, they're great horned owls. If you're on the back roads and they're sitting on fence posts, then they're usually short-eared owls, the grouse-laying nesting species. Now, not that great horns aren't on the fence posts from time to time, but most of the time it's lots of short, if it's a good bull year, the shorter owls all over the fence posts in the Ninepipe area in the evening.
How are owls doing in general, populations?
Question two, how are owls doing in general population? It's really hard to figure that out. You know, people try to come up with estimates of these numbers, and I mean, in my opinion, they're just guesses. And so, if we use the data though that's being presented, and we tend and we pay a lot of attention to things like, you know, golden eagles and piping plovers and species like that. If we use the data, well, same people and same organizations provide that data, provide the data on owls. And certain species like shorter owls and longer owls, their populations are really, really low, according to that type of data. The problem is none of these surveys are really designed to detect owls. So there's probably more owls than you think, but nonetheless, our data on long-eared owls and snow owls, the same area for 25 and 30 years indicates a trend downward. Yes?
I had a question about the snowy owls. You used to do a wonderful impersonation of the female snowy owl, and she wasn't pleased with the bulbs presented with it.
Okay. Someone remembers that I have done an impersonation of a female snowy owl. Girls, I hope this is okay. A female snowy owl when she wasn't getting fed enough by the male. Well, we do know, we have data to back this up, you guys, okay, that female snowy owls can be quite demanding. And they sit on the nest and they just scream. They go, ah! You know, they just scream. And that means go get food. And even when the males bring a ton of food, they still scream and they just hoard it all and pile it up. At one point in time, we counted 72 dead lemons around the nest. And she still wasn't happy, you know? The one thing is, though, it doesn't rot very fast back there because it's only like 35 or 40 degrees. So, how's that? Some girl do a scream, right? Yes. What's the typical lifespan for an owl? It depends on the species, you know, as you might expect, the larger ones, something like a snow owl that takes 4 or 5 or more years to reach adult plumage is a long-lived species. We have some data now of a few snow owls, just a few, that are being 20, 23, 24 years old in the wild, and 30 plus years old in captivity. Now, some of the smaller species, it's really hard to get that data. I think there's something along your owls, 9, 10, 14 years. It's just hard to get that data, but yeah, that's about the best I can give you on that. You know, the smaller owls, it's impossible. Unless you're continually trapping the same area. Longer owls, the oldest ones we've known of are up to 7 years, and then they disappear. We don't know if they're dead or they've moved on. Yes?
I've just been on the ridge for the hawk watch, and it's interesting. We talked a little bit about the interaction with hawks and owls, because we use a cowl that we can bring hawks.
Okay, she was just on the ridge up here. We do the hawk migration counts that they started some years back. And they use a great horned owl decoy to lure the migrating hawks in order to count them and identify them as well, I suppose. And so what's the relationship there? I feel bad for those great horned owls. Everything hates great horned owls, everything hates snowy owls, you know, all the other birds. And I think it's just because they kill them when opportunity arises. And I just think there's probably something there. They're just enemies, the hawks in the day, the owls at night. It's hard to say for sure, but definitely, we definitely see that where the hawks come in and attack the owls, and lots of people use decoy owls to bring in birds. But we also know that when nighttime comes, the owls are also known to raid their nests and kill young and adults. So, yeah, it's just that interaction. Yes?
So which of these owl species prey on the little ones?
Which of these owls is preying on the ones? I would have to say the great horn and the barred owl, when we look at food habit analysis, the great horn and the barred owl seem to eat more of the smaller owls than the other species do. But it's really hard to quantify that, other than you get a chance encounter. I picked up a great horn owl pelt one time and had a brown owl leg in it. And I picked them up before when they got young owls with our band. So we banded the bird, and the owls killed it and ate it and shot it. So great horns and barred owls seem to eat a lot of the small owls. It's hard to say what percentage it is. I'm sure it's not very much, but it definitely occurs. Oh wow, this is good, yes ma'am.
I think I remember when the snowy owls first came into Folsom Site in huge numbers. They were also going into New England because of the water. And it seemed to be climate change.
Okay, she remembers when the snowy owls came to Folsom. They also moved into New England in the Great Lakes region, etc. And the question was, does it have something to do with climate change? It's hard to say. I don't know the answer to that. Normally when we have these big eruptions and the owls move south, they just had a really good breeding year. That's probably the only thing that's factual, is that 90% of all those birds that come in are young of the year. They're probably 5, 6, 7 months old, and that's it. And they make up the bulk of those eruptions. So they just had a good year. Outside of that, everything else is a guess. People say, oh, lemmings, decline. Well, how do you know lemmings decline if you're not up there trapping? All right, and you would have to say lemmings were abundant if you produce that many young. All right, oh, there's competition, they're fighting with each other. Well, how do you know that if you're not watching it? Right? There's a lot of neat stuff going on, however, with satellite transmitters on snowy owls. The one drawback that I see that is we tend just to infer from what we see on a computer screen, and we make inferences and we come up with these theories, but we're not out there validating anything. So the only thing I can say with certainty is they have a good breeding year, whether it has to do with climate change. In my study area, snowy owls, the trend line is significantly downward for nesting snowy owls. The lemming populations seem to be trending downward as well. Is that an effect of a changing climate? My hunch is probably, but we just don't have the data to back it up. I mean, there's a lot of good data there. We probably could look at the correlations and things of that sort. But that's all it is, correlation. So hard to say with certainty. My guess is it's going to have an effect. Whether positive or negative. Maybe it'll have a great effect. Maybe the lemons will go, God, it's a lot warmer now. Let's breed, I mean, who knows? One more. Yes.
Do you have an opinion about killing the barred owls and the spotted owl population?
Do I have an opinion about killing the barred owls to help the spotted owls? Yeah, I'm against it, if you just want to know. I don't think it makes biological sense. And I personally would like to see how spotted owls respond over time. So yeah, to go out there and shoot the barred owls, I've listened to the talks and I've read the papers. I'm not involved in it. They asked me years ago to be involved, but when they found out I was against it, they never talked to me again. No, because the argument is that barred owls are an invader species. I mean, like a weed. I don't know how you put it in that category. But, I'm not, there's different papers. And again, you read these scientific papers, you gotta read it with a grain of salt. And most of them are very, very short-term research. Some people provide evidence that say the barred owl naturally moved across southern Canada into northwestern U.S. Others say, oh, it's because of changes in the landscape due to human activities, and therefore, the barred owl wouldn't have been here if it hadn't been for that. I don't know the answer. I don't think anyone knows the answer, but definitely people take sides on it. But my personal opinion, I just like to see how spotted owls respond, and leave it at that. But I just saw the paper last year in Sacramento with a guy. I think he was just shooting these barred owls. But it was interesting because he gave a graph. He said, well, when we killed the barred owls, the spotted owl numbers went up. And so, but I was the only person in the audience that said, yeah, but I'm looking at your production, and it's still going down. So wouldn't productivity go up to be, you need more young to be successful. If you kill all the barred owls and more spotted owls aren't being produced, and there's something else going on. He said, good point, and that was the end of that, you know. So I'll hang out, and if you want to chat more, but thank you very much, you guys, I appreciate it.
Okay, I think we can all agree that we all wish that we could whistle better than we do. I'm a little intimidated by that, that's for sure. So I think we all can agree. Let's give Denver another really big hand. That was incredible. Science on Tap. So if you enjoyed that and you support owls, I encourage you to support Denver's work via his institute. So there's a lot of information, his magazine's around, so don't be shy in contacting him.
Let me say one more thing when you talk about vocalizations. If you were kids, what we used to tell the kids, I'm not like a kid's school lecture, because most of the time I'm swearing and stuff like that. But I've done a few classes with the kids, and I used to tell them, now that you've learned, I would tell them the sobbing owl and the barred owl, memorize these vocalizations, and when you go home at night, stand on the bed, and you can hoot and shoot all night long, and your parents won't care. And so, you guys can't do it, I don't think, but I just thought I'd tell you.
All right, great. Okay, so that was a great evening, and I don't think we have any other announcements or further procedures, but I just want to tell you that next month, Science on Tap, if you love birds, we're going to make you happy again, because the November Science on Tap is Professor Eric Green from University of Montana. He's one of the world's experts on ospreys. And so if you're into ospreys, then you're going to want to hear about them from one of the world's experts, Eric Green. So come on back, and anyway, continue to support the Flathead Lakers and the biostation, I hope, and the Flathead Lake Brewing Company. So see you next month.